Hello everyone, today I'm going to talk about the group lending mobile platform which enables poor people in developing countries to borrow from their family and invest in their kids' education or improve their lives. So first of all, let's talk about the word financial inclusion. Do you know 3 billion people, nearly half of the world population, lives on $2.5 per day, and only 20% of the households in developing countries, they have access to formal um, banking product like checking account. Financial inclusion, it has a um, great role in developing these developing countries, and it has been accounted for as an enabler for 7 of 17 sustainable development goals according to the World Bank report in 2020. In such environment in developing countries, usually commercial banks, they have this tendency to avoid giving loan to poor people because of the high risk involved in that. And one solution for these people is to create a self-help group and borrow money from each other. It's like a peer-to-peer lending. And in this kind of borrowing is called self-help group and group lending, and they will create a solidarity group to provide collateral or loan guarantee through a group repayment pledge. And then what happens is if someone defaults to pay the loan, the other family member or group member, they have to cover him or her. So this is a great idea. It worked great in developing countries, and different studies showed that it has improved life, the overall life of poor people, especially women's and kids. And one problem with this group lending is at the end of each month, the group manager has to perform the accounting, the classical way of the accounting with piece of paper, or if they have access to computer, with the Excel sheets, and keep track of who paid how much. And then at the end of each month, they have to follow up the payment collections. And this brings a kind of it wastes time of people, and it makes kind of this process not as easy as it can be. So what we have seen here is that by increasing the penetration of mobile subscribers and increasing of the owners of smartphones, we see that there is an opportunity to create a mobile application and cloud-based platform that can automate the whole this group lending process. So if you see this chart, 2/3 of unbanked adults in this developing country, they have access to mobile phones. And another study shows that there are high number of smartphones. And then according to the ITUT report from 2009, International Telecommunication Union, 97% of the world population lives within reach of the mobile cellular network. So all these people they are covered by mobile network, they have cell phone. So if we create a mobile application on their cell phone, they can use that to communicate with each other, create a network of peer lending group, and then perform this loan management and loan application on the phone. So our group lending application can help in these 6 following categories: to recruit a client and fill the application automatically on the mobile application, or perform the group training, tells the people, okay, how to use this application, how does loan work, and etc. Or do the group loan approval each month. So each month they have to choose one people that's eligible for next round of loan. Then to disbursement and customer service. If some of the group members wants to talk to the group manager or each other, they can do all that communication through the mobile application. And then if the collection and recovery is needed, it can be done automatically on the mobile application platform. And then the most important thing, the loan accounting and loan management for the loan managers. That's all these features that this mobile application can provide for loan members. For the business model, I have chosen entrepreneur support model, where our social venture sells business support in form of providing necessary software and business support for this group of loan members. And it's kind of software as a service. It can categorize as a software as a service, SaaS, and the sector is microfinance and microcredit loans. For the revenue stream, we have considered two different access model to the application. First access model is for the normal users, to the loan members. This is a free of charge access. They can install application, they can see how much money they owe, and they can make a payment through application. There is no monthly fee, no subscription, it's totally free. Then the second access model is for the loan managers. This is where we create a revenue stream. In this second model, loan managers, they can define and customize the loan. They can define collection and loan policies and perform loan disbursement and customer service. So for this kind of service, the second service for the administrator, we provide 3 layers of service. If the loan member group consists of 3 members or less, the subscription is free. It can works as a trial. People can try application and see if they like it, or they actually use it for a group of 3 members. If the group size is between 4 to 15 member, then there is a $20 per month subscription fee. If the group is bigger than 15 members, the subscription fee is a bit higher, but then the application provides more feature and it's more featureful. Our application is unique because it's using mobile app and cloud-based technology. It has a secure software. We have invested a lot on the software security, on the encryption and protecting the customer data. So that's one of the advantages. And considering this data breach that happens day to day, this is one of the unique features of our platform. Then we are first in this market, so that's another advantage that makes us unique. So if later any competitor wants to enter the market, it will be harder for them to enter the market. And then the other uniqueness is our product doesn't have any similar, there is no similar product in the market right now. Our marketing strategy is to make a strategic partnership with relevant NGOs. There are many NGOs and MFIs that they already have established network in this poor area, and they are communicating with these people. They already have existing loans. So making the strategic partnership with these NGOs, it opens a wide market for us. At the very beginning, in first year or two, we can extend our market by 100,000-200,000 customers by making this strategic partnership. Another method of marketing for our firm is to use word of mouth, because if this software really brings any value for customers and it makes their life easier, so they will talk to their friends, to their other villagers, to the other farmers, other friends, and people start using this application. we are targeting developing countries and market with people less with GDP of less than $5,000 per year as a starter, and uh, and that's basically our marketing plan. We avoid any unnecessary market cost, and we have a projected business grow for the first year. We plan to, for the first 6 months, we plan to invest on software development, and in parallel we do the strategic alliance with MFIs. We project that in first year we cover 5,000 loans, which is with the discount that we will give to customers, it will translate it to $60,000 per year income. But in second year and third year, it will grow exponentially, because now the company, the brand awareness has been increased, and we don't need to give that much discount, or the number of the trials now that is converting to the real customer, now it's increasing, and our projected our revenue for second year is $1,200,000, and for the third year is $10 million with 50,000 loans and 500,000 active customers. In terms of, and now let's talk about the competition landscape. We see three competitors there: commercial and credit institutes. They are looking to expand their borrowing network. They are looking for new borrowers. And then the second competitor are MFIs that already working in this segment. And the third competitors are future fintech companies that they may want to clone our technology. So for the commercial banks, we think that there are natural barriers for them to enter this market because of the high risk involved with this segment of customers. They historically they don't tend to enter this market. And for the MFIs that they still have a customer, we can convert these competitors as a potential market. If we make a strategic alliance with them, it can be a win-win scenario. So they can bring more value to their customers. We can bring our software to the market, and so with a good plan, these competitors they can be converted to strategic alliances. And for future fintech companies, we think that we were first in the market, so we have that competition advantage, and then also we should invest on the customer satisfaction and the quality of service we provide for our customers. The external environment has dependency on many parameters. Local regulation and laws are very important for the firm that and for the environment that we are working in. Any change in a local regulation can affect us, and we should be very cautious and adaptable and respect local rules and laws. Political environment has huge impact in our activity. Any influential local and global condition disturbance, like any global disaster or market disturbance, can affect our business. And so always we should be aware of what's going on in the market and be very responsive. I have included the SWOT analysis here: our strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats. I just point to a few of them in each category. Our strength is we are first in the market, we are using high tech, and we have a highly skilled management board. These are all our strengths. Our weakness is one of the weaknesses, we don't have an established system to identify which client is credit worthiness, which client is not credit worthiness, and lack of the enough data collection method to measure our social value impact. For the opportunities, there is a rapid growth of MFI market. This is a huge market. Companies enter this market and they double their revenue each year. Increasing rate of the mobile subscription. These are all opportunity. And for threats, in terms of any new competitor in this market, this is a niche market. Entrance of a new competitor can be considered as a threat. Political environment, change in political environment, that's all can affect us. So in next slide, I'm talking about the management team. Our enterprise is a social enterprise, social value enterprise. So for social value enterprise, their management team needs to be more skillful, in contrast with the commercial enterprise where you have a single bottom line. In social enterprise we have a multiple bottom line. We have to achieve our commercial goal, financial goal, and also we have to achieve our social value goal. So for doing that, we have considered to have a board of directors with different background and skills, have members with the skills in public administration, have members from the NGO management administration, and also our CEO has a background of high tech, and he has an MBA, he has a management skill, and also he has worked in the NGO, so he has a mix of good skills that can help the firm to achieve a good startup strategy. For the financial feasibility study, we need 600K as a startup cost to cover hiring 2 software developers, one for backend, another one for the front end, and hire part-time graphic and UI designer, and then to cover this staff salaries. And after 6 months, when we the first state of the software, we developed the first version, we would approach VCs, and then we will approach VCs that they have already worked with the social purpose enterprises. So it's very important because these VCs, they can back the project down the road. So if they don't have the working experience with social purpose enterprises, maybe we may see some kind of a conflict of interest down the road. So it's better to approach VCs that they already knew this kind of enterprises. And we have considered to crowdfunding 10% of the capital, not because of the funding, just because of the funding, and also because it creates more brand awareness and social value awareness, social awareness. So this is a kind of win-win approach for the company, that it can both get capital and also create a brand awareness. And for risk analysis, we have studied what in which area what can affect us, and I have came up with this CSF tables, critical success factors, for the software as a service related competency, what we should do, what's our core competition, what's our marketing strategy should be, how to measure success of our marketing strategy. And also, there are many factors, also including social value. You can see it in these tables. And that's our plan to help poor people in these developing countries by creating this mobile application that they easily can go and start a group lending loan and create a better life for their kids, for themselves, and even start their own business. Thank you for listening to me.